Hey, hey, hey. What's up,
And we are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gentleman of Crypto, episode 1277. Today is Friday, January 10th, 2025, and I'm King, here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday at 10-ish. And today's top stories: LA wildfires threaten crypto companies in Southern California. TikTok crypto videos 68% contain misleading information. Senator Ted Cruz fighting regulatory overreach and champion Bitcoin. Philippines banks collaborate to launch PHPX stablecoin on Hedera, and they want your Bitcoin. NBA legend warns of a crypto bear trap and more. But first and foremost, of course, let's go ahead and take a quick look at these prices, see what's going on. And of course, let me take a quick look in the chat to make sure you all can actually hear me as well. Because I think last show I smacked the hell out this mic. Is the sound looking good? All right, sound must be good. Nobody's complaining yet. What's going on? Jerome Jones, Jump Out Grows, Amo Grows, BK Crypto, Kinez, Jake. Let's see. Yes, Jake, I will hop on it today right after the show. Get that set up. Saber Save, Smitty Farms. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Let's go ahead and jump on these prices really quick as well. Bitcoin is still looking great, looking healthy, $92,859, up 0.04% on the 24-hour clock. Ethereum at $3,215, down 0.9%. And again, showing everyone that it cannot reach $4,000 on its own. It's going to need a boost from Bitcoin. Ripple at number 4, $2.27, up 0.04%. Number 6, Solana at $185, down 1.79%. Number 9, Cardano at 92 cents, up 4.1%. And Tron at number 10 at 23 cents, up, down 1.1%. Excuse me. Fear and Greed Index has taken a nosedive at 43. Again, this is actually the time you will want to buy some of these altcoins people like. Bitcoin dominance in usual fashion as the price dips has increased at a 56.87, so almost at a full 57%. Ethereum dominance is below 12% now at 11.96. So those are your prices on the day. And again, still alive and well and is looking good. Yes, the world gets more interesting every day. Smitty Farms, who are you telling? I was telling somebody that yesterday. I was like, this is Los Angeles. There's always something going on, man. Like nonstop. It's always something going on. And that's showing to be true as well. All right, let's get to it. Actually, again, still a lot of sideways movement on the news stories, but there were a couple interesting ones. Top of this, of course, one of the top stories are the LA wildfires. Something I didn't even realize or think about were the crypto companies here in Los Angeles that could and actually are being affected by this. So again, LA wildfires threatening crypto companies in Southern California. It has been absolutely insane. Yesterday, crazy enough, we actually, the greater city of Los Angeles, received an emergency notice to evacuate yesterday afternoon. I literally, even myself, I was like, no, this can't be real. Like, this is crazy. And they actually recalled it like about 10 minutes later, saying it was a mistake. It was for the wrong area. But I was just like, this is crazy. They almost caused like widespread panic because the evac notice went to the entire city. So there's definitely a lot going on. If you do have company headquartered here with offices and things like that, is definitely being affected. But these are the historic wildfires that have swept across the greater LA area in Southern California. So far, the fires have collectively burned more than 15,000 acres and forced the evacuations of over 100,000 residents. Literally, Hollywood had to evacuate yesterday. So a lot of friends in Hollywood got up out of there. Santa Monica, I know, evacuated as well. Shout out to some of our warriors who are actually in Santa Monica who had to get up out of there as well. I hope they're safe. But again, I'm sure y'all read about it, so I won't get into the fire itself. But what I will talk about are the crypto companies located here. So workers at the Santa Monica Bitcoin office are directly south of the raging Palisades and Sunset fires. Of course, again, I think Santa Monica actually got hit a little bit, or at least the smoke was heavy over there. Several Swan Bitcoin workers who hosted the Pacific Bitcoin Conference in Santa Monica are also immediately south of the blaze. You have blockchain service provider Blockdaemon is headquartered in LA, as is Superverse, another crypto game developer. Blockchain-based ID and tokenization company Spring Labs is near Marina Del Rey, which actually has a lot of tech companies over there. near Silicon Beach. So that's like unfortunate as well. I think Snapchat's over there also. They said some companies, of course, have been more fortunate. Crypto.com arena downtown has been good. Downtown's only seen smoke for the most part. And it looks like the bank and Jungla Crypto entertainment venues in Hawthorne and North Hollywood are also left untouched. And the North Hollywood one is super lucky as well because they're probably closer than anything. So again, it's interesting to see as this market grows, how real world events can shape the market and what's going on. So luckily, these aren't any companies that are just like centerpieces of the market as a whole. But when Silvergate Bank, they're in San Diego, and of course their legs have been cut and their power has been like stifled here in the market. But if they still what they once were, like something like this could really affect a lot of companies if you just talk about the banking of a company, depending on where they were. So crazy times. It's the way to start the 2025 year. But yes, it is a lot of craziness going on. Some of these companies will be affected by it. Jake said, not too big on holding alts, but with CryptoZara, Solana founder, you may want to buy Sol on this dip. All right, we got to look into it. Let's see. What else is going on? TikTok is in the news, folks. I have been waiting to see if TikTok's going to go offline or stay before I officially jump on it this year. It looks like, well, I saw a news story yesterday. It says if things are settled by the 19th, it's gone. I keep telling y'all my birthday every year is when it goes down. So we shall see. But TikTok is in the news as it looks like somebody actually did a study on them in their crypto videos, and it did not turn out well. I see why everybody's telling me to get in on it because it is just the wild, wild west, and it's a crap show over there. But it looks like TikTok videos, crypto videos, they say 68% contain misleading information is being reported. I wouldn't even say it'd be interesting to see what they do on YouTube, because it's not like it's TikTok's fault; it's the creator's fault, right? So it's the same or similar creators that are across platforms. So it would be interesting to see compared to YouTube or X or anything like that. But a recent analysis of over 1,000 TikTok videos on cryptocurrency found that 68% of crypto advice on the platform is misleading. You don't say. More than 2/3, 68% of crypto advice on the social media platform TikTok is misleading. So crypto enthusiasts should approach such content with caution. Analysis of over 1,000 TikTok videos on cryptocurrency found that many of the 482 influencers featured in the videos appear to prioritize their personal gain over the financial well-being of their audience. You don't say. According to a January 6th report by Crypto Ninjas and Storable, 61% of misleading videos do not include any disclaimers to help users assess the risks involved. The analysis also determines that the influencers perpetuate the unethical practice of promoting specific coins. Data shows that 34% of the videos influencers are seen rooting for Bitcoin, followed by XRP at 21%. Videos promoting Solana, Ethereum, and Dogecoin complete the top 5 with 16, 15, and 14% respectively. Commenting on this practice, the report said another disturbing trend is the promotion of particular cryptocurrencies. 58% of misleading TikTok videos promote a specific crypto asset, often without providing sufficient content about the risks associated with these assets. And again, that's something I said here for forever. Like if I just wanted numbers and I wanted it to grow, which is why I keep joking, but it is coming this year. Back to the meme coin mania and the best altcoins I buy. For sure the initial shows that really started this thing. But if you want numbers or volume when it comes to crypto, talking crypto, YouTube and influence or whatever, all you have to do is just pick specific projects and say they're going to $1 million, right? They're going up 10,000%. They'll be at $1 million. You'll get rich and you make your livelihood about that project, and you just switch projects out every week and the numbers come. Like that is the laziest, easiest way to do it. But it actually works because I would say maybe not lazy, but I would say if anything is just because of the community, right? All these projects, of course, have their own certain communities. People love them for different reasons. So maybe that's what it is. It's like you actually become a part of the community when you just pick one crypto or just a few cryptos for your channel. But it says besides shilling specific coins, just over a third of these misleading videos promise unrealistic returns on investment. However, to ensure their videos are not scrutinized, influencers usually target novices or inexperienced users, which is why sometimes people hate the crowds that are actually smart. They don't like you warriors. You know too much. You've been in the game too long. So Again, what you kind of expect, they're saying this advice ignores the individual risk tolerance of viewers. And they said to demonstrate just how effective the misleading videos are, Crypto Ninjas and Storyboards and analysis found that each of the videos gets an average of 840,000 views and 24,000 likes. You gotta love it. 840,000 people getting misled on a daily basis. Turning to videos featuring meme coins, the analysis found 96 of these to be misleading. Holy smoke. So if you get to talking meme coin, what have I been joking about lately? When I keep saying meme coin mania, you get to talking meme coin, they're saying 96% of those are misleading. That's telling me if I get on TikTok and talk meme coins in a serious fashion, actually know what I'm talking about, I could literally flip the market within like a couple of weeks. That's crazy. 96% are misleading, while 82% of the videos promoted dead meme coins. Holy smokes. About 70% of crypto TikTok influencers promote their own paid services. Meanwhile, the analysis found that only 0.3% of TikTok influencers have relevant qualifications. Holy smokes. Shout out to Antonio. He's been telling me for forever. He's like, man, it's wide open over there. They don't know what they're doing, but the money's there. All right, like I said, I'm going to wait to see what happens, but hopefully they can survive this onslaught from the government. But if not, I'm sure a new TikTok will pop up and I'll jump on that one. But that is absolutely insane. So I want to see what you all say. Saber Sage said, I found that TikTok is good for finding things to do in different cities, states, or countries. All right. Not going there for crypto education, though. Okay, I got you. Jake said, no one on the internet is going to teach unless they are Bitcoin maxis. Everyone else is here for the money. So if you are misled, it is on you. I agree. Outside of Bitcoin maxis is really all about the money. Bitcoin is the cornerstone of the technology. It is still the best technology when you talk about Bitcoin's blockchain. And everything else, for the most part, is a copycat / a fork. So it is one of those things where if you really care about the technology and the value, then you would be going toward Bitcoin first and kind of staying in that area versus going to different altcoins and then meme coins, especially. Especially if you're hanging on to the likes of Ethereum. Listen, it's been a long time. They got to figure this out, all right? What else do we have good? Why is Sui good? I think Sol is trash, just like the altcoins. Oh, here we go. Fight. Hold on. Let me get, hey, you know I got a soundboard up now. Let me get that soundboard back going. I realized, too, my fault, I'm not using the soundboard as much as I want to right now.
Fight.
Let's get it. I'm not using it as much as I want to right now because I forgot I have to have my headphones in while I'm actually using it, which I don't. But I had to get it back. Let me know if you all can hear it. The soundboard, are we good to go? Is it good? Let me make sure my "we're not going to take it" is in effect.
We're not gonna.
Let me know that "we're not going to take it" is in full effect. I got to put my headphones on tomorrow so I can enjoy it with you. But I'm pretty sure it's up and rolling in the background. All right, let's go ahead. What is this, Florida? Where's Ted Cruz? Is he in Florida? Senator Ted Cruz is back in the news. It's actually interesting. He wasn't selected for anything in the cabinet involving crypto because he's been talking crypto for a while. But Senator Ted Cruz, fighting regulatory overreach champion Bitcoin, it says here. An interview with Cointelegraph, U.S. Senator Ted Cruz discusses Bitcoin's role in driving small business growth, its potential as a hedge against inflation, and why Texas is becoming a top crypto hub. Say word. Listen, y'all know I love me some Texas, but I hear y'all getting winners too now. I will take the fires and the earthquakes over cold any day. Listen, I know I'm from Michigan. I'm still a Michigander. I pay taxes there, but I do not like being cold anymore. You can blame it on Guam, okay? When I lived on Guam, that island life changed my life for forever. The coldest it ever was like, I think 85 degrees or something was the coldest it ever got. Like, that changed my life. After that, I was like, it got cold in Los Angeles to me, okay? So I can't do the snow and ice anymore. I hear Texas is going through it right now. Shout out to Texas. Hope you all are fighting through it. But again, exclusive interview with U.S. Ted Cruz. He shared his vision for Bitcoin, the broader crypto industry, and the future of his home state of Texas. As a self-proclaimed Bitcoin miner, Cruz emphasized the potential of Bitcoin to empower small businesses, drive innovation, and serve as a hedge against inflation. Now, really quick, I'm laughing because I am not. They said Ted Cruz equals Texas. All right. I think I was thinking Florida. Who's one in Florida? I was thinking somebody else. All right. But Ted Cruz is Texas. I was kind of smiling, laughing in the background because he was like, you all let me know. Has he been a Bitcoin miner? Because I didn't know that one. I didn't know he was a Bitcoin miner. I know he supported it. I know they have miners in Texas. But the only reason why I'm pointing this out is because this is how the narrative gets changed and people add things. Like I've seen so many. I was just talking to somebody the other day in an Uber, and they were telling me they've been in Bitcoin since 2008, and they got out early or something. Now I was just like, yeah, bro. All right, like. Bro, you got in there. Hey, come on, man. Come on, man. You got in at the white paper. You was typing the Satoshi. Like, so it's always people as time goes on, it creates these new narratives. If you notice, I've maintained that I did not start actively being into Bitcoin until 2016. Like, that's my story. That's what happened. But there's so many people out here where it's just like, they tell me 2015, and then like 2 years later, it's like, oh yeah, I was in 2014. And like a year later, I was like, yeah, I started in 2013. It was like, all right, man. My point is Ted Cruz doing the same thing. He's like, yeah, as a self-proclaimed Bitcoin miner. Like, since when? Knock it off. Like a few months ago, you got one miner or whatever. Now that's the thing. Like, yeah, I'm a Bitcoin miner, right? Oh man, oh man, oh man. But correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just inform you, said my stepdad is convinced he met Satoshi in 2006. Hilarious. There we go. Marco Rubio is Florida, or DeSantis is the government. Yep, those are the names I was thinking of too. Thank you, Jake. This is why I love the Warriors, man. We're on the same page. I was thinking of Rubio or DeSantis, and I got Cruz confused. All three of them, to me, are very similar in some of the things they like and believe in. But back to the actual story at hand. Ted Cruz, despite his optimism for the future of Bitcoin and crypto mining, Cruz warned against hasty government regulations, stressing the need for Congress to better understand before overreaching with regulatory actions. Very few members of Congress understand cryptocurrency, so I'm urging my colleagues to proceed slowly and carefully with any regulations governing cryptocurrency, he said. And this is my thing. All right, this is a U.S. senator. A U.S. senator is telling the United States Congress don't know, they don't even understand this yet. This is 2025. He's openly admitting Congress doesn't understand it, yet we have taxes on it and regulations, some regulations on it. Like, that makes absolutely no sense. The fact that people will go along with it makes no sense. And solution-based, so I'm just not complaining. I would say everyone, especially all these people who are popping up where it's like they're skirting taxes, or they cashed out their $3 million in Bitcoin from 2017 to 2019 or 26. They all need to counter sue. I know it's going to cost a lot of time. Money is going to be a headache. They have to counter sue. That is the only way we have a chance of this going away. Because right now, the way it is taxation without representation. You're literally getting taxed. We're getting taxed. They were trying to get regulated, and they don't even know what they're talking about. It is the most disrespectful thing I've seen in any type of market, especially a financial and technological market like this one. It's absolutely insane. You have unintelligent people trying to tell you how to run the market they don't understand and take from it at the same time. Absolutely insane. So with that being said, I think the only way to fight is, again, if they come after you, you have to go right back, right? Not saying you're going to win, whatever. You might lose. So you got to go back, because the hope is that if everyone does it, where they literally are, this year we went after 1,000, 5,000 individuals. Coinbase just put something out saying if you interacted with Polymarket on Coinbase, wherever, they sent all your information over to the feds. Coinbase is still the feds, right? So it has to be towards like, fine, all 5,000 subpoenas and people they went after, all 5,000 of those people retained private counsel or whatever and went right back after the IRS or the SEC or whoever else. If they're going to play the game, let's play it all the way. But what's happening right now, as it's always been with the ICO phase, with any other regulation in this market and other markets as well, they keep picking people off one by one. They pick you off one by one. They isolate you. Same way they did Reggie Middleton and Barry Tacion. And even some people on this channel was like, well, this is bad, blah, blah. But, I mean, after looking at the SEC now, Reggie Middleton looks more righter than ever because the SEC has been moving wrong in this space. So has the CFTC with that redacted document. Like, who am I going to trust? Reggie Middleton over here, who at least comes on to different shows, YouTube, whatever, and he speaks and he's transparent? Or am I going to believe the CFTC, who gives us a public document paid by taxpayer money that is redacted at about 90% of it gets redacted, and it's a financial document. So to me, that shows me everything I need to see. And again, there is an unfair fight going on. I think the only solution is to, when they come after you, go right back after them. Whatever. Maybe you be punching at their knees, but if it's the thousands of us punching at their knees, hey, eventually they'll buckle down, is the hope. But Yeah, as far as them coming after you and you just laying down and paying, like, I don't think that's going to help. I just don't think it. And even if they were to come after you and you lay down and paid and everything, I don't think it'd be the end of it unless you officially get out of crypto, because they got you marked now. We'll come back around in 2 or 3 years and tap that faucet again. They got you marked now. They're going to come back for theirs. So it's kind of crazy. Off topic, did everyone see? I'm mentioning this because I actually did see it this morning. Just inform you, said, did everyone see Trump and Obama at a press conference at President Carter's funeral? Politics is professional wrestling. That's my point. Sitting right next to each other, all that talking about what should be done and what that reminds me when Michelle Obama was in the office and they was kidnapping folks down there. And what country was that in Africa? They was kidnapping people, kidnapping the girls or whatever. And she like tweeted out, "Bring our girls back," and everyone was like, you're sitting next to the president of the United States, like, you bring our girls back. Like, why are you tweeting that? To me, that shows like where we're going as a government and nation as well. When like the first lady is tweeting, "Bring our girls back," like, go to dinner and tell them to bring our girls back. Why are you telling us? We can't do nothing over here. We can't get y'all to stop taking 30% off the crypto market. We can't bring nobody kids back. Hell. All right, Philippines. Shout out to the PI, my Pinoys. Shout out to him. I actually was just eating me some good sisig the other day for breakfast. Okay, with that good egg on top. Oh my goodness, it was amazing. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But shout out to the Philippines. Philippine banks collaborate to launch PHPX stablecoin on Hedera. Caught me off guard, but one thing we've said for a while is that Hedera has had those big sponsorships, those big players backing it. So it does make sense that they eventually would get them a base hit or a home run. This is definitely that first. And the second thing I would say is the crypto market in the Philippines is pretty big. If you remember, they were actually relying on that play to earn game. I can't remember which play to earn game it was. I'm sure the article is going to mention it. But they were relying on one of those crypto play to earn games, and people were actually making money off. It was actually Infinity off the top of my head, I think, before the market crashed or whatever. So the crypto market in the Philippines is real. It makes sense to launch a stable coin there as it does in many other places. This is a win for Hedera to test it on a smaller market. Philippines are huge, of course, but it's a smaller market than, say, the U.S. And last but not least, I think this is one of the best use cases and places to test a stable coin, because for those who don't know, the Philippines isn't just like one country island per se. It's like a ton of different islands that encompass to make the country. So when you're talking about doing trade now, already, again, they have crypto. So it's not like they can't use Bitcoin or Ethereum or Dogecoin or whatever else. But to have their own stablecoin to be able to do trade between those islands, I think will be a big win and a great testing environment for that stablecoin on Hedera. Now, again, nothing novel is being done, right? There's nothing that's like, oh, this is super different than perhaps RLUSD or Circle's USDC or whatever, like, or Gemini's. Like, it's not going to be like there's going to be that much difference. It's going to be the same stable coin, just on a different blockchain, a different network. But a few things that will help us observe now that we are starting to get more stable coins on different platforms and networks. We can test the speed and reliability as they begin to scale, right? And then competition. Hopefully, this type of competition will make the stablecoin process even smoother, faster, more efficient, and things of that nature. So we'll see what happens, but it looks like this will be the new fiat currency, but on the digital side. It will just be stablecoins, right? They're going to turn a dollar to a stablecoin. We talked about this years ago. This may be the path ahead, but Philippine banks are collaborating to launch a PHPX stablecoin for real-time remittances, leveraging Hedera's DLT network and cross-border payment solutions. And again, I know some people are like, Hedera's fast and Hedera's this. I say they don't have the volume to effectively test it, but this should be a step in the right direction. Several banks in the Philippines are working together to create a peso-backed stablecoin, PHPX, aimed at improving cross-border payments and financial inclusion. The PXPX token is scheduled to launch between May and July. Oh, that's coming up quick this summer. PHPX stablecoin, developed by Singapore-based startup Just Finance, will be launched on Hedera decentralized ledger technology network. Participating Philippine banks include Union Bank of the Philippines, Rizal Commercial Banking, Cantilian Bank, and Rural Bank of Guanabatan, according to Ledger Insights report. All participants will play a significant role in the governance of the PHPX stablecoin. Of course they will. You got to give them a little taste. Remittances account for a substantial part of the Philippine economy, with 40 billion sent by overseas workers in 2024, according to World Bank data. This is going to be huge. I can tell you where you can use it at right now. If you know what I'm talking about, you about to laugh. The Filipino mafia, man. The Filipino mafia could definitely use it. For those who don't know, they exist in the Navy. That's all you need. No, they take care of us in the Navy. They're great. They're great people. They're taking care of us in the Navy. But seriously, there are a ton of Philippines in the military deployed. There's a ton of Philippines in California working. And yes, they are all super attached back to their family at home. They send money back home oftentimes. So this makes perfect sense, right? It's like, and it's actually so many Philippines I've talked to, Filipino folks, I have friends I've talked to that send money back home. I'm like, why are you sending wire transfers back home? Like, what is going on? They're like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, this is what Bitcoin is for. They're like, well, I don't know how to do it. Show me. I'm like, you got your phone? Yeah. Get the wallet. You got the wallet? All right, yeah. Call your aunt, uncle, whatever. Tell them to get the same wallet. Yeah, all right, they got it. Now send it. They like, that's it? I'm like, yes, that is it. Like, there are so many Filipino people still using cash and wires and snail mail and checks and things of that nature to send money home. I'm telling you, that is the majority of the way they're sending money home. So you talk about a market like that and you get a fraction of them to start using a stable coin. Oh man, you're gonna start winning. You get a fraction of them to use your crypto, you are winning. So it's crazy, but I'm glad to see it's happening here. Again, this is a perfect test environment. Remittances are real there. People use it. So let's see what happens. Hedera has their chance to shine finally here in the next, well, it'll probably take another 6 months after it comes out. So let's say by the end of the year, they'll have a chance to shine, but we'll see what they do with it. Stellar, Smitty Farms. Yeah, Stellar is another one. Smitty Farms says Stellar has been working hard to win the send money home market. I agree. Stellar, I like Stellar. They've done it, even though they slid that remark in Congress or the Senate hearing, if you remember a year or two ago, when they were asked essentially what blockchain. I think they were being asked by Ethereum or something. They was like, we don't know, but Stellar, we could do it. And I was like, oh, these people. But what I will say is projects like Stellar have done a good job of staying out of the press, but silently developing and making moves and making waves. So I will say that. And of course, every time their twin pumps, they pump as well. So that's not terrible. Cryptocurrency is the forerunner for a cashless one world currency for the new world order. It needed testing on a global scale, and we're guinea pigs. I agree with you, but I don't always like, I don't. Here's the thing with the new world order or even a global currency, it's not that is a bad thing to me personally. It's not, because it will make everything super efficient. It's gonna make everything more efficient. We'll be able to communicate easier. Things that are like, could you imagine if we did have one world currency? The communication would be easier. Just that alone, communication would be easier and more efficient just off of one currency. The issue are the people, right? Humans are flawed. So it's not like the currency will be the problem or a new world order to be a problem. It'll be the people leading it will probably be the problem, right? Like, because as history has shown, we probably won't be able to find the right people, good people to lead these things and do it the right way. So that I think would be the biggest issue than those things, those mechanisms itself, right? Yeah, it was okay. So it was Axie Infinity. All right. I thought so. I thought Axie Infinity had a chokehold on them. All right. Last but not least, they want your Bitcoin. Who else but Scottie Pippen? NBA legend warns of crypto bear trap people. It might be time to sell. We might be in for a little small dip when you got and shout out to Scottie Pippen for being involved too. But it's always funny when like you get that curveball of a person like, hey, watch out Bitcoin. Hey, for real, shout out to him for actually talking about Bitcoin though. No matter how deep you are in the crypto market, Scottie Pippen is warning investors about the bear traps in Bitcoin that certainly were not on anyone's bingo card a year ago, but in 2025, it is a reality. In his latest post on X, the former Chicago Bulls star and now certified NBA legend warned his followers that the current decline in the price of the leading cryptocurrency is nothing more than a bear trap, an event on financial markets when a price dip is artificially created to make everyone believe that the asset is about to dump hard and open short, only to later short squeeze and liquidate all sellers with a sudden upward move. And with that, I have to ask Jake Fever, did you hijack Scottie Pippen's account? Because that sounds like Jake right there. That's Jake all day. Hey, Jake, so y'all can believe it if you want. This thing is going up, up, and away we go. Beg of that. in a sipping that lean in a beggar. All right, for Pippen, this is a situation where, as he says, they want your Bitcoin and they want your crypto. Who they are is not clarified, but the basketball player urges not to get shaken out during this current price slump. I hate when they're like, who are the theys? And it's like, all right, well, it's Twitter, so how many characters can I put? But the theys are institutions, the government. Like, I can clearly give you the theys. BlackRock is a they. Coinbase is a they. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Chase. What's the other wealth management one that got Circle on a Circle? Who did Circle? Whoever they are. Goldman Sachs is a they. The United States government, the IRS, the SEC, the CFTC, the NFA are all days. The Chinese government, the Russian government are all days. I'm sure they also have like companies there who are days. So to be specific, those are the days. So when I see like article, and this was talking about a year or so ago when the Winklevoss twins were on the news, and they were like, I can't remember who they were talking about, what event, but there was just like some dirty stuff going on in crypto, and they mentioned it. And then the reporter like started jumping on them, essentially being like, "Well, can you name specific? Like, give us a specific name right now, or give us a specific like time this happened or instance." And they're like, I can't just give you a specific off the top of my head, but this is like market, like this is market knowledge. Everyone who's in this market understands like these things are going on. It was one of those things like even we were talking about wash trading on exchanges. They'd be like, well, do you have proof? And it's like, no, I do not have proof right now to show you that exchange or wash trading. They're doing it with millions and billions of dollars. They can afford to hide their tracks a little bit, right? But it's like, but to say it's not happening or it's just, do you have proof there's potholes in the streets if somebody hurry up and fills the potholes one day? And it's like, well, not right now, but I'm telling you, like, and give it 3 weeks, it's going to be a pothole here, right? So I think that's the same thing that's going on here. With this article person, to me, that's a way to spread some FUD out there. Like, why would you put the who the they are? Like, just run the story. But here it is with Scottie Pippen and his tweet. He actually put the psychological trading cycle on there, which is pretty cool. You can see when people buy, sell, and things of the sort. This is where we are in the bear trap, he says. I can kind of agree that because I do think we're still going to go through the hyper Bitcoinization cycle next year, or excuse me, this year, going into the summer. But what I will say is I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually the start of a short-term retracement because we pumped a lot in a short time period based off of ETFs, not off of what the market traditionally does. So it wouldn't surprise me if we already have seen where we're supposed to go in the short term, and then we retrace back a little. But regardless, Scottie Pippen is in here. If his predictions come true, if he is right, the market has probably found his new, quite unexpected profit. I wouldn't go that far. We always go that far here in this space. But why not until the next one comes? Scottie Pippen got a good whiskey called Digits with blend profile. I saw that. I saw he was promoting that. That's for sure. All right. Other than that, that is the show for the day. Let me see if I can take y'all out on some good. Let me some good. Oh, here's a classic. Let's get that dino going. Get that roar. We're gonna get that roar going. Here we go. We'll take y'all on some old Trayvon.
Everyone, listen up. You didn't lose your money. Now you have your. Technically, you kind of lost your money.
Smash that like and share. Join the Discord if you haven't already. It's in the description. And we will see